بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الرحمن.
We're delighted to have you with us for this lovely event today, which is focused on healing through the beautiful words of the Quran. So, first and foremost, just a thank you to Sadaf Jalani, Zainab Al Badri, Amna Westerdal, and Akila Ahmed from She Speaks We here for organizing and putting together today's seminar. So, we're honored to be joined by Dr. Muhammad Javed Ahmed, who's going to be sharing about his journey and experience in using Surah Al-rahman as a method of healing. So there's just a couple of things that I have to quickly go through with you before we dive in. So just a brief disclaimer. So Dr. Muhammad will be speaking about his experiences. And Surah Al-rahman is a complementary approach to healing, and it's intended to support but not replace traditional medical treatments. So a few house rules. I think you're on mute, but you're welcome to put any questions into the chat box. And then towards the end of the session, there will be some time to take your Q&A. The session is being recorded, so if anyone is currently on camera and you don't want to be in the video, then you can turn your camera off now. So a little bit about our speaker. So Dr. Muhammad Javed is a medical doctor. He's an intensive care specialist and a professor of medicine based in Lahore, Pakistan. He's got over 30 years of experience practicing medicine both in Pakistan and internationally across public and private healthcare systems. Dr. Muhammad brings a wealth of knowledge and compassion to his work. And for nearly 2 decades, he's integrated Surah Rahman into his healing practice, combining spiritual wisdom with medical expertise. So we're looking forward to an insightful and inspiring session, inshallah. The floor is yours, Dr. Javed.
As-salatu wassalamu alayka ya Rasulullah wa ala alika wa sahabika ya Habiballah. First of all, thanks to all of you, and particularly Amina and Sadaf and you all for inviting me and allowing me to share my life experience here. And as a quick disclaimer, you already mentioned, this is just an additional therapy, or you may call it small meditation. Accidentally, I encountered this therapy 25 years back when I got accidental needle stick injury in my ICU while dealing an emergency patient with no proper history, and she was comatose and very restless with severe pneumonia and hypoxia. So this needle stick injury by the mistake of my junior staff nurse resulted in 3 deadly viruses in my blood within 6 months, including HIV, Hep B, and C. And as a medical doctor in 1999, November, December, I already know there is no remedy to any of these at that stage of my life. When I was father of 2 small kids and the third was on his way, I was hardly 4 or 5 years married, and I was just completing my post-graduation. So right at that time, it was end of life for me. And apparently from allopathy, there was no hope. I searched on the internet at that time. It was email and internet and Google with very slow speed at that time. No Androids, nothing else, no WhatsApp, no Facebook. Anyways, for next 2 years, I tried different kind of therapies, including spiritual healing, including faith healing, including homeopathic and Ayurveda, everything. But my PCRs were positive, and I was running low-grade fever lately with 20 kg of the body weight lost already in 2 years. But that may I attribute now to severe depression or anxiety and continuous workaholic-like performance. I was doing my postgraduate training at that time, but I involved myself in two other hospitals. So I was running from one hospital to the other hospital, and told my wife and my mom that I am too busy in my training. Uh, didn't disclose to anyone that what I had happened to me. Only one of my supervisors, Professor Yunus Sheikh, and those two staff nurses, Shazia Ikram and Saiba Yusuf, they know this. And that third girl, who was just a junior staff, and one of my colleagues, Javed Iqbal. So, and in those days, and still today, we don't have any particular cure for all these viruses altogether in one person. So, accidentally, after almost 2 years, I encountered this therapy of Surah Al-Rahman by one of my junior doctors, again in the same ICU, while dealing with another patient of liver cirrhosis, a terminal patient, 35 years old, young boy, Akram, who was throwing blood and vomiting, and they were unable to arrange further blood. His hemoglobin was drastically low, and still he was vomiting blood. When I was convincing his father to please arrange some blood, call his other relatives or someone else he knows to, but he was refusing. The old man, his young son was died, his only son. So that time, this my junior doctor, Dr. Maimuna Sultan, she intervened and she offered this remedy to that boy. And I was angry that why she is giving a false hope to that man, and they may argue later on that we were not treating them properly and just offering the fake stuff. But she insisted on, and that man agreed with her, and he did that small 1 minute meditation. Sorry. So from next 6 months, that man saved and was survived later on. And uh, I started applying this therapy to the other patients in ICU with their consent, but did not apply it to my own self. And then that lady disclosed to me that this is basically offered by a spiritual descendant of Prophet Muhammad, Sayyid Safdar Ali Bukhari, who was at that time sitting in red light area of the Lahore, and he was working on music therapy and Dhamal therapy in that area. And it was very difficult to swallow this fact and to go there. But he insisted on to meet me, and at last one day we met, and he offered me that you continue to tell this to the others, and for the benefit of the other humans, free of the cost to every caste and creed and any religion person. And he said this is a universal truth. Anyone who tries it wholeheartedly will get the benefit. So down the hill, after 23 or 24 years, meeting him, I'm surviving. I am living, sitting in front of few people. I am negative for any virus, no such sicknesses around me. And you might say this is all fake, but the whole hard data is there in Masna Seeder's channel on YouTube for many other patients of different religions who tried it even in cancer or other diseases, and they are cured. Even at that stages when they are suffering from stage 4 cancer and the doctors refused them further any treatment and offered them only palliative care. Similarly, I applied it in my ITU uh, for maybe 20 years to many patients, like aluminum phosphide poisoning patients and terribly sick patients on ventilators. During COVID, I offer it to the whole world in my vlogs in those days, that apply it in your ICUs and you just try it and you don't have to pay for anything. It is only 20 minutes listening of Surah Rahman, the recitation in the voice of late Egyptian Qari Abdul Basit Abdul Samad with closed eyes. And if the patient is conscious, just keep a half cup of water with him. And after listening, he or she just again take a half glass of water and take close the eyes and say three times Allah, 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 or God, 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 or Bhagwan, whatever he wants to say, his creator, whatever, because creator is the same for all. So whatever name he or she wants to call with love, the whole crux of this remedy I got, and I agreed later on with my experience that hatred is the root cause of all the diseases. Hatred or the negative thinking in our lives is the root cause. And I call it spiritual because it is the spirit inside our bodies, which get weaker once it is bombarded with the negative thinking. And later on, our body physically also starts showing its effects, and doctors diagnose any disease, diabetes or type 2 or etc., etc. So all we have to do is to change the thinking from negative to positive, to change the hatred towards love. So I'm sorry. Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Okay. So, for last more than 20, it's been now almost 23 years. Um, when I met Sayyid Makhdoom Safdar Ali Bukhari, I called him with love Babaji, and he called me Mad Doctor with love. And he passed away after 3 years in 2005. uh, with this free of cost message, free for all. It's message of unconditional love for everyone, anyone from any religion or any concept. Even an atheist can try it with the same results. And even the girls from red light area, the prostitutes who got cured, many of them were positive for HIV. And even if they are telling this remedy to the others, the results are the same. So the simple method is the patient, you can apply it near the patient if he or she is unfortunately comatose. Otherwise, if patient is conscious, and it is about all the adult patients, not the patients who are below teens or kids below 12 years age. It is for 12 plus people. Because the other ideology of Babaji was that it's not the kids who are sick, it is the parents who are sick. So if the parents get cured, if their thinking get cured, if they become love, both of them become love and they forgive each and everything, so the kid will immediately cure. And we all, the doctors, saw the marvelous results. And very strange results in very, very difficult kind of diseases, even the congenital diseases who are by birth, or the mitochondrial or genetic diseases, inherited diseases. We got the results and astonishing results. But you don't have to do anything with the kid. Both the parents have to listen it, and both the parents have to drink that water 3 times a day with Allah, 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 God, God, God. Or even if you are an atheist or a non-believer and you don't want to say any name, you can say 3 times even your own name, but with extreme love. Love is the cure, the unconditional love. So, if you people want me to briefly narrate the method, uh, you can download this free of cost app from the App Store or from the website www.alrahman.com. It is by the name The Ultimate Remedy. It contains Surah Al-Rahman, untranslated Surah Al-Rahman, the recitation in the voice of late Egyptian Qari Abdul Basit Abdul Samad. And all you have to do is keep a half cup of water with you and close your eyes and just listen it with the ears of your heart. It hardly takes 20 minutes. 3 times a day for 7 consecutive days. That's it. And each time after listening, open your eyes, take half cup of water, again close your eyes, and consider yourself in front of your God or creator. Just feel him inside. He is always there within our heart or within our thoughts and very near to our breaths. So you can concentrate even on your breaths and just listen it. with the ears of your heart. And after listening, take half cup of water, close your eyes, and with extreme passion of love, say 3 times Allah, Allah, Allah in your heart, not with your tongue or with your lips. In your heart, you say 3 times, and while keeping your eyes still closed, take 3 sips of water and then open your eyes. So this is one dose, and you have to take the 3 doses in one day and 7 days consecutive. So even if someday you cannot somehow couldn't listen it 3 times a day, at least you should have listened it once a day. So then it is not a break. But if you did not, if for any reason you did not listen it for a whole day, even not even 2, 3, or 4, 5 minutes listening, then it's a break and you have to start the fresh process right from the day one. It has to be 7 consecutive days. So after completing 7 days, like if you don't have a baby and you want to conceive a baby and doctors told you that you can't have it or it's difficult or like that. So you continue the water drinking 3 times a day, but stop listening to the Surah Al-Rahman. No other remedies, spiritual remedies you needed. You just continue this 3 times meditation with water, Allah, 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 with extreme love. But you have to keep your heart clean without any kind of hatred, enemies, um, prejudices, biases, revenge. So, if I sum up the four main ingredients of this therapy while listening, your thought process should be forgiveness. While cleaning your heart, you should forgive all. While you are seeking forgiveness, Al-Rahman means the all forgiving, the merciful, who forgive even the sinful people. So, while calling Al-Rahman for your help, the most beneficent to the most merciful Lord, we also should practice some kind of rahim or mercy to the other fellows and the other creatures of the Lord for the sake of Lord. So, for the sake of Lord, you just in your heart, you can say to your Lord that, oh Lord, I forgive all your creatures. I don't have any wrong feelings or any negative feelings or any revenge for any of your creatures. I forgive all of them, whosoever ever hurt me right from my childhood till today. So forgiveness, then with all your sins, you go in front of your Lord. He knows you inside out. So with submission, repentance, just surrender yourself to Him. That I am all yours. It's now your turn. Whatever you want to do with me, I am seeking mercy from you. And whatever you think is the best for me, I am ready to accept it. So listen it 3 times a day for 7 days, and you will get the results even from the first dose. You people may try this remedy, just 1 minute meditation right now. All of you who are listening, just close your eyes right now. Close your eyes and just feel your heartbeats or your breaths and feel your Lord inside, your Creator inside, your Allah inside. He is all love, He is all mercy and nothing. So just feel Him. And inside your heart, just speak to Him that I forgive everyone for your sake. Oh Lord, I forgive all of your creatures because I know you love more than 70 times than our moms, but you love to all of us, not only me. I know you even give chance to the devil. So I know you are forgiving. So I forgive all of your creatures. And now with all of my sins and faults and wrongdoings, I am all yours. Now with extreme passion of love, say 3 times, Allah, Allah, Allah in your heart. And whatever you want to say, you keep on talking in your thoughts. He is very near to he's most near to your thoughts. He's listening. Open your eyes. So while doing this therapy, if you have half cup of water with you, keep the eyes closed and take 3 sips of water and then open your eyes. That is process of this remedy, and it starts from cleaning your heart and thoughts just for the sake of your Lord. And surrendering yourself. Once you surrender in front of him, once you become zero in front of him, he is already merciful, beneficent, and all forgiving. You will get the results. This is the process. I may say this is the main crux of the talk I told you people. But in case of the young kids who are below 12 and they are suffering from any diseases, maybe doctors told you incurable or by birth diseases, although they are very difficult to cure, but still both parents should understand, like the kid is a kind of a SIM, of a mobile SIM. The two mobile companies united and they made a SIM. Like Vodafone or any other company, they joined and they have 50-50% share. Like father and mother have half blood cell from both sides, and sperm and egg united 23 chromosomes. So signals from both sides are there. But mom, while keeping it in her womb for 9 months and rearing him or her with her own blood, and later on maybe lactating him and feeding him. So I would say 75% share is from mom and 25% share is from the dad. But still, both the signals are there. So whenever father is angry with the mother or mother side, or mother is angry with the father or the in-laws, the child will suffer. It's the hatred which will affect. It's the jealousy, it's the envy, it's the bias, it's the anger. So if both the parents clean their hearts and forgive for the sake of Allah to each other and to their near and dear ones, or any other humans whom they are hating for maybe sometimes the just reasons, but as a charity, if they forgive, I don't say that you go to their home and say to them that I forgive you. No, but just for the sorry sake of your Lord, the merciful Lord, you forgive his creatures. And because all the parents are concerned for their kids. Similarly, Allah is very much concerned for his creatures and especially the naughty ones. That's why he sent more than 100,000 prophets to save these sinful people or the slippery people from his wrath or to fall in the hell. So this is his concern. This is his still extreme love to take care of them. So similarly, if we forgive and we clean our hearts, the healing process starts immediately, and you will get the results. You will immediately see the results. It is anyone can try it from any faith. Any adult person can do it for himself or for the others. So now, forum is up to you, and we can have question answer session or any discussion or any objections. Hello.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can
Uh,
hear you.
okay. So I will, if you can put your questions into the chat,
Into
then
the chat.
no, so not for you, Doctor. So if
Okay.
anybody
Okay.
has a question, you can put it in the chat and then I'll go through them. If I read some of the ones that we've got so far. What do we have? Just a moment. So Naveed said, have you done any scientific study on this?
So few people from psychiatry department of different universities, they applied it to the patients of depression and some other patients, and they published those things in the index journals, and they are already there. But now grand scale research, many other people started. Uh, we already, if you go on internet and you just on the Google, if you add sound healing, you will find that in America they started already on the sound healing of different musics and different sounds and their impacts because this data is now coming. But my patients are already available with their video chats on their own uh, reports and their own stories. Openly, they are discussing it and they are sending their testimonies. It is already there on Masma Sealers. But as a grand scale paper writing, I couldn't because I'm all the time involved in my kind of work and I did it. Initially, I tried for aluminum phosphide poisoning cases because in our ICU, 81% patients cured from aluminum phosphide poisoning, which is miraculous, like a miracle, because medical science says they have 100% mortality. They stayed on ventilators. We had their multiple time CPRs, but more than 81% patients survived out of 112 or 113 patients from 2008 to 2013, I think. So, but once we tried to publish it in Pakistan, many people objected, no, it's kind of faith healing. The people will make mockery of you and why you are involving Quran. In this conservative society, it was very difficult to convince people. So this thing put me back to some extent, and I stopped writing at that time or trying to publish it because everyone was insisting that you remove the word of Surah Rahman or Quran and you just mention good nursing care and good psychological care, which was all nonsense. So I did not publish it at that time. And now I don't have time at this stage of my life. I offer it openly to everyone. My patients are there, the data is there, anyone can publish it. I have to do it unconditionally and without any personal benefits.
That's great. Thank you for your answer. There's another question. Someone has said, please, can you repeat the process to be done over 7 days?
Yes, you have to listen it with closed eyes. The untranslated recitation of Surah Al-Rahman. It's one of the chapters, 55th chapter from Quran, and you have to listen it with closed eyes 3 times a day for 7 days. Keep half cup of water with you, and each time after listening, open your eyes, take that half cup of water, close your eyes again, and say with extreme love 3 times, Allah, 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 in your heart, not with your tongue. Then keep your eyes closed and take 3 sips of water and then open your eyes. So this is the whole process. After 7 days, you keep on drinking water this way 3 times a day. We call it dua, 3 times Allah, Allah, Allah with 3 sips of water. We call it dua. So continue this dua for 3 times a day and you will get the results.
That's great. Thank you.
So someone else also sent me a private message. Nimra Tariq, Assalamu alaikum. I'm currently teaching at a high school and have encountered some students around 14 to 16 years old who are going through unusual phases or experiences spiritual pains. How can I effectively counsel them, especially since some of them are unable to practice meditation during that phase? Even if they cannot listen it or their family not allowing them or they don't have time, you people can you can offer them those kids that with half cup of water, only meditation with water, 3 times Allah with water. They can do it. So 3 times a day at their home or in their room, they can do it and tell them rather than doing other recitations or any drugs or anything else, they just do it, but they should clean their hearts. That age is very tender age, this 14 to 16, like you mentioned. So they are badly hurt usually, or the bad environment at home. Maybe the parents are not at good terms or some other pressures. So tell them to forgive everyone. This is the first step. They should clean their hearts for the sake of Allah. they forgive everyone and clean their heart from any kind of hatred, and they submit to their Allah or their Creator and try to connect with Him. And then, after saying 3 times, Allah, drink that water, they will see immediate results.
Inshallah. I'll read the next question. Somebody's asked, does Surah Rahman therapy help us with being content with ourselves and God?
Yes, once you are connected with your Lord, I think if in any troublesome situation of your life, our psyche is, if we have a very strong companion or a support, we are already our spirits are lifted. But if you found that you are connected to your Lord, who is all knowing and all doing and such a powerful, mightiest force. So this gives you positive energy, and at the same time, when you are positive at your heart and you already stop hating others and become love, it heals you immediately. These are not only words; these are experience. You do it yourself, rather than believing me. You do yourself, and you will experience marvelous results.
Inshallah.
Become love. Just become love. Just forgive all. Just delete everything today and let's start it afresh.
Thank you. We have another question. So someone has said, is it also beneficial to just listen to Surah Rahman once a day, in addition to doing the 7-day remedy? So I'm assuming the question's asking, is it beneficial? So you're doing the 7-day remedy as a separate thing, but is it also beneficial to just listen to Surah Rahman every day?
If you want to continue it daily, but this is Quran. Whole of the Quran is radiation. So it is better to listen it. Then after 7 days, if you want to listen it just for your as a religious practice or something, then do go into its meanings and practice it. The main thing is practice. You daily forgive others. That is Surah Rahman. You daily unconditionally love others. That is Surah Rahman. And you do it just for the sake of Allah or for the sake of your Creator, like the Prophet Muhammad SAW did it. The people were throwing stones at him and he was praying for them.
Mhm.
So once you start loving others in this way, that they are ignorant and I have to save them as well. So, like a doctor is taking care of his patients, although he knows that he can get a deadly communicable disease from them, but he still take care of them. So, if you develop this approach, that is daily practicing of Surah Rahman.
Great,
But
thank you.
sometimes, if you are just reciting and just listening or just reading and not practicing it, that makes your heart hard, and then different type of psychological sicknesses and psychological effects start appearing on you, and you people start thinking that you are under some kind of spell or something. Someone did some black magic on it. It is not. It is basically called rajak. If you are doing over recitations and over readings, but you are not practicing it, and at the same time, this vibration and this radiation, this affects your body and you get overcharged, and your perceptions are high, and you are not understanding those things, and you are thinking that these are extrasensory perceptions, some kind of jinnis or other supernatural forces are affecting you. It is all because of you own your own self and your own doing. So you have to balance it. Once you balance it, or someone guides you, or someone especially stronger than you guides you that you should do it this way, you can get lots and lots of benefit. But the main thing is again the practical, not only recitations or not only listening or not only um, rituals. You have to practice it. The whole Quran is saying 3 things. Ibadat sirf Allah ke liye, pray to your Lord only, and follow your prophet and serve the humanity. So if you want to do all these things, you start serving others, you start serving the humanity or the other creatures, the way Prophet did it for the sake of Allah. So all the three things will be happen, and you will see the marvelous results.
Inshallah. Okay. Um, the next, oh, just a quick, there's a few people with their hands up. Could you please put your question into the chat? So we're just
Yeah,
going
someone
through
wrote,
the,
what you mean when you recite so much but not practice? The simple thing I'm telling you, like someone is reciting Ya Allah, Ya Rahmanu, Ya Rahimu. So he is calling Allah and the merciful and the beneficial. But he is not beneficent to his own family, even to his wife or to his husband, or he is cruel to his siblings or his kids or his neighbors. So he is saying something different, he is practicing something different, and this makes his heart hardened. So similarly, like the devil did, or Shaitan or Azazel did, he was practicing too much rituals, but practically he was not obedient to his Lord, and he is not accepting his orders. And he was seeing faults in others or flaws in others, and he became arrogant with so much ibadah or so much rituals that I am superior to everyone. No, our prayer should make us humble. That
inshallah.
should be the crux of our any kind of ibadat or praying to Lord. It should make us humble, not arrogant.
Thank you. We have another question. Somebody said, can we listen to any recitation of Surah Rahman? Or does it have to be the one that you mentioned? I think Abdul Basit Abdul Samad.
Yeah, we got the best results in this recitation in the late Egyptian Qari, Abdul Basit Abdul Samad. We tried different voices. We tried other verses of Quran as well. Whole of the Quran is Shifa. But for our patients in ICU settings, it hardly takes 20 minutes, and it's such a beautiful recitation. And in the voice of late Egyptian Qari, he is reciting it in very slow manner, and we got the best results in this combination. That's why we recommend it for everyone to keep it as a universal message. The
Mhm.
scientific honesty is that we should tell the method as such. If you people want to listen someone else, it's up to you. You may get the results. But we got the best results in this combination.
Okay, thank you.
And we already know that Prophet Muhammad, whosoever is asking this question, if he or she is Muslim, we all know that Prophet Muhammad, he had four muazzins. There were four different Sahaba who in different times say azan. So one of them, we call him Muazzin in Arabic. So who is saying that prayer for call of prayer, azan. So one of them is Hazrat Bilal. All of you who are right now listening can mention the other three names. So please mention the other three names. I know none of you knows them, or maybe hardly one or two may know them. Why only Hazrat Bilal? All the other three Sahaba, or all these four different times, they said Azan in Masjid Nabi or in Kaaba. But Allah gave Hazrat Bilal more name, or he is more famous amongst all of us. And even he was not Arab, and he was having some stammering as well. But still, his love for Azan was different. And till today, we all know his name.
Thank you. Another question we have is, how do we completely surrender?
Ah, we complete surrender is we have to trust on him and become zero just in front of him. Whatever our uh, problem is, we should trust on him, and we should do our part. We should do our kind of effort, but we should trust on him for his whatever the results come. That is total surrender. Let me give you one example of Maula Ali. Hazrat Ali said, I recognized my Allah by my failures. He says, Once I make a resolve, I do my maximum effort to complete my task or achieve my goal. If I am successful, I am happy and I become very thankful and I thank Allah, which we all do in such situation. But his thank you is for, he says, I thank my Allah that, oh Allah, thank you. You chose me to complete your own wish. This was your own wishful or your own order. You chose me to implement your own order. So it was your own order, your own wish. So you accomplished it through me. So thank you for choosing me. In the second half, he says, but if I make a resolve, an idea came in my mind, and I want to achieve that goal, I do my maximum effort. But if I get failed, I am more thankful to my Lord, which we are usually not. We start accusing either our own selves or to the other or to the bad eyes or to the corruption or whatever. He says, I am more thankful to my Lord on my failure, and I thank him that, oh Lord, thank you very much. You stopped me for going against your order because it is always your wish will be completed. So if I got successful, it was only because of you, because it was also intended by you, basically, and you just chose me for that task. But now it was my intention, and I was going against your intentions. And thank you very much for stopping me for going against you. By this approach, in both the cases, he surrendered to Allah, even on success. He is humble and he is saying it is all because of you. And he is not claiming that it is all because of his effort. So this makes him humble and not arrogant. At the same time, when he is failed in his objective or his goal, so rather than going into depression or anxiety, or blaming or accusing, he is surrendering to Allah again and saying that this is best for me, that you stopped me for going against your wish. Because as your creature, I have to obey your order and your plans. And if your plans are against my wishes, it is better you stop me. So this way you will not get depression or anxiety. It is again submission. I hope I am able to clear it to some extent.
Um, somebody's asked a question, Islam, should we stick to Surah Rahman for everyone? Or there is an exceptions to people with stroke, anxiety, or severe
Yeah.
depression?
For stroke, and psychologically sick patients who are sometimes not even able to listen to Quran, or they are not ready to respect it the way it should be. So they, in cases of stroke or this psychologically sick patients, you apply Qasida Burda Sharif. It is also available in that app, The Ultimate Remedy, in the voice of Qari Khushi Muhammad. Again, you have to listen it with closed eyes 3 times a day for 7 days. And even in this autism or ADHD kids, if they are get very hyper, I advise their parents to play that video on their TV through YouTube. It is 5 minutes clip is already there. Qasida Burda Sharif in the voice of Qari Khushi Muhammad. So those aggressive kids will immediately get calmed down. But parents has to listen to Surah Rahman for 7 days if their kid is autistic or ADHD patient, and they have to forgive and they have to clean their heart and forgive all others and starts loving each other, and they will see the immediate results in the behavior of their kid. The testimony of UK parents is already there on Must Healers, who listened my this such talk somewhere 5 years back, and they started applying it on their own selves, and now their kid is going to a normal school. They came specially to Pakistan to thank me or in participate in that dua session, and they narrated the whole story there, both of them, the young couple. And they accepted that, yes, they were at loggerheads with each other and they were having extreme hatred for their in-laws and for each other. But once they realized their mistake, and for the sake of their Lord and for the betterment of their kid, they clean their heart, they start loving each other, and the results are there, and kid is behaving absolutely normal.
Thank you. We have another question. So my question is, we as humans try to forgive others and trying to clean the heart, but flashbacks happen. And how can we cleanse those flashbacks?
Yes, sometimes flashbacks are there. Sometimes those people who already hurt us, still they are not stopping. And they are continuously, again, agonizing us or hurting us. But once you surrender to your Allah and you forgive them, like your Prophet repeatedly forgave others, and if you follow your Prophet, or like people of Karbala, even after such a killings, they forgive them and they give them even dua. So, like following your Prophet, if you keep on praying for them and forgiving them, uh, Allah will either set their hearts to right direction, or they will have it. They will have the results in front of you. You just try it. But never say to Allah, oh Allah, I forgave them, but you punish them. No. You just say, Allah, I forgive them, you also forgive them.
Another question is, what should someone do when forgiving others comes easily, but forgiving ourselves feels incredibly difficult? How can we cope with the struggle of self-forgiveness? Because sometimes we are more harsh to ourselves by nature or by.
Yes. Usually it is the most difficult forgiveness to forgive your own self. To these people, I say that, okay, you just listen Surah Rahman for 7 days, but whenever you are free and you are not talking to someone else and you can do it easily, then keep on reciting your own name in your heart all the time while driving or while sitting randomly or while going to bed. Close your eyes and keep on saying your own name with love. You should say it with extreme love without moving your tongue, the way Allah calls your name whole day to the angels. He's instructing to take the breaths of Javed, take the breaths of Javed, save the Javed from here or there or there. So keep on saying your own name with extreme love for 7 days. You will get the difference in your attitude. You will forgive your own self. Love your own self. At least appreciate, recognize your own self. अपने आप को पहचाने, अपने आप से प्यार करें. He made you with extreme love. You are already the highest creature. You are next to Allah already. So try to save humanity inside yourself. You stay humane.
Okay.
Someone is repeatedly mentioning this question. Repeatedly, I think they're copy pasting. My brother randomly
Yes,
asks
yeah.
negative questions, and he always changes subject while talking. Please answer in Urdu. My brother name is Amir Iqbal. Uh, आप इलियास इलियास आपका भाई जो भी है आमिर इकबाल, या आपने लिख दिया उनका नाम, उनके पास कसीदा बुर्दा शरीफ लगाएं, सुबह दोपहर शाम 7 दिन, उन्हें कहें कि वो उसे सुने, सिर्फ नबी करीम सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम की मस्जिद नबी की तरफ ध्यान करके सुन लें कि वो नबी पाक की महफिल में है और वहां कहीं ये आवाज है। तो इस तरह से उन्हें कहें कि 7 दिन सुने, बाकी जितने क्वेश्चंस उनके अंदर हैं उनके आंसर्स उनके अंदर से आएंगे। ये अल्लाह का निजाम है कि जहां क्वेश्चन होता है वहीं उसका आंसर ऑलरेडी मौजूद होता है। आंसर मौजूद होता है तो क्वेश्चन रेज होता है। सो जो क्वेश्चंस अंदर से आ रहे होते हैं, जब तक उनके आंसर आपके अंदर से नहीं आते, आप दूसरों के नहीं मानते। ये सेल्फ एक्सपेरिमेंट जब तक नहीं होता, आप दूसरों की बात को रिस्पेक्ट में सुन लेते हैं, लेकिन जब तक वो आपके अंदर से मैच नहीं करता, आप उसे एक्सेप्ट नहीं करते। तो ऐसे लोग जो, जैसे आप अपने भाई की कंडीशन बता रहे हैं, उनके साथ आर्ग्यूमेंट ना करें, बहस नहीं करें, उन्हें कहें उनसे सिर्फ प्यार करें। और उनके साथ आर्गुमेंट करने की बजाय अगर वो मानते हैं तो उन्हें मेरी वीडियो दिखा दीजिएगा, यही सेशन दिखा दीजिएगा, या कसीदा बुर्दा शरीफ सुनने के लिए कि वो नबी करीम सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम की महफिल में पेश होकर उसको सुन लें। वो उनके हाथ में है। जहां जहां रब्बुल आलमीन है, आपके दिलों में है अल्लाह, तो जहां जहां रब्बुल आलमीन है वहीं वहीं रहमतुल आलमीन है, वो उनके साथ ही है। तो उनके आगे पेश होकर सुन लें, उनके अंदर से आंसर्स मिल जाएंगे हमें।
Doctor, would you mind somebody's just messaged to say, would you mind repeating that in English? Because I think some of the participants were unable to fully
They
grasp.
they they
Okay.
insisted that I answer in Urdu. That's why I answered in Urdu.
No, no, no.
But
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
another someone wrote that her daughter is suffering from muscular dystrophy, genetic muscular dystrophy. Ah, uh, if it is already present in your previous generation, that is difficult. It is coming from generation one generation above than that, and I would say it is consequence of someone's curse. So already, if this happened, both the parents, please listen to Surah Rahman in the same way and seek forgiveness from Allah and give maximum charity to those people. If you know that your elders or you people did something wrong to some orphan or some helpless person or you serve his property or anything else, please do it. Um then it is started from your side. Because it is genetics. It came in the genes. So it starts from both of you. So go to your parents, your elders, and seek forgiveness from them. Or even if your grandparents are living, recall both of you that one of you or both of you may have hurt them, your parents or your elders. So seek forgiveness from them and then listen it for 7 days. If they are already died and you know that you hurt them somehow, then do some charity at their name and seek forgiveness from Allah and say that Allah, oh, give all these blessings to my parents or whosoever you think you have hurt. So the other question, which I'm sorry, the host was asking me to repeat in English, was someone asked me, may I repeat it in English?
Yes, please. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. So someone asked me that one of his brother is keep on asking negative questions and rapidly changing the topics. Uh, Actually, these people are psychologically hurt by someone very authoritative at home. So they develop this behavior due to these attitudes. Usually, their father or if the parents were themselves fighting all the time or someone else in joint family system was very authoritative, so they develop this nature. They're just arguing and keep on questioning negative in a negative way, in a teasing way, and they are not ready to convince, and they have already decided that they will not get convinced. So while you are answering them, they will start keeping changing the topic or changing or manipulate the question. So rather than doing this, you develop an approach. Ask them to listen Qasida Burda Sharif in the voice of late Qari Hushi Muhammad with closed eyes 3 times a day for 7 days. If they are not ready to listen it, but they are creating nuisance, then you can play it on the larger screen or on your phone in the loud voice or on TV uh, and pretend that you are watching it or you are listening to it. Even still, those ways will help to some extent to their anger or their teasing behavior. But if they are ready to listen it, then 3 times a day for 7 days, the same way.
Brilliant. Thank you so much.
You're
Thank you for your
welcome.
time, Dr. Ahmed. That was just fantastic. And we've got so many questions still coming in. Is there
I think Amna Jatoi is there and she is always there and she applied it to many patients. She
uh-huh,
can guide them all. She knows the whole process.
uh-huh.
She can guide them later
Okay.
on. I think she's co-host.
Uh, um, uh, po-
Amna Jatoi,
possibly. Okay. Yeah.
who arranged this.
Okay. Okay. Yes. 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 Okay.
Assalamu alaikum,
Okay.
Dr. Saab. Yes, very
Yeah.
happy to guide anyone who needs guidance. So just point them in my direction, Amna.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to share an email or something where people might be able to get in touch with you, Amna?
Yeah, let's take that offline and figure out the best way, but I'm sure we can come up with something.
Sure. Okay. All right. Okay. So again, thank you so much, everybody. Thank you to everyone involved with organizing and putting this together. Thank you for everybody attending. And I'm sure you.
Let me clear one
Yes.
thing.
Okay.
Someone might get hurt or got angry with my statement. This is Mr. Naveed. He said to clarify, are you saying that the previous sins of your elders, that is, if they wronged someone helpless, can exhibit in you or your offspring as disease? Is that thought Islamic? Okay. I'm not discussing the religion, but yes, my own family suffered it for 7 generations. And one bigger example, Allah told you, I know one of you will mention that in Quran it is clearly mentioned that no one is there to suffer the wrongdoings of the others. It is on the final judgment day, and that day Allah will clarify each and everything, and everyone has to take the burden of his own wrongdoings. Otherwise, Prophet Adam and Eve, they make a mistake, and Allah sent them down to on the planet Earth. And till today, although they seek forgiveness from Allah and Allah forgave them, but the consequence of that step, the whole humanity is still on the planet Earth. We are yet not back to the heavens, although it was not we who did that wrong thing. Similarly, Prophet Muhammad SAW said, the son of Adam who killed his brother, the Qabil killed the Habil. The consequence still the humans are suffering. Again, come to our own elders. If I am enjoying the inheritance and the wealth of my grandfather, so if someone give him blessings and we are enjoying those, at the same time, if he suffered some curses by his own wrongdoings, and we are enjoying his inheritance in wealth and other things, we have to take the burden of those curses as well. I think you got my point. Someone wrote this. So if I hurt someone, I'm sorry for that, but this is the thing which I clarified. This is my thought. I'm not saying this is Islamic or not. I'm not discussing religion. This is my thought, and I might be wrong and open to discuss. You people can send me WhatsApp messages at my number. Even you can get it from Amna. It is always already everywhere available. So, but this is the thing I already answered in many sessions, and I think you got my point already.
Thank you.
Can you recommend a simple daily practice to get closer to the divine? Yes, you continue this 3 times Allah with water, and daily do some charity, feed some hungry, particularly your near and dear ones. Daily forgive someone for the sake of your Lord. Okay? So you will be, you do it just for your Lord, and you will be more closer to Him. He will respond to you. One of my friend is trying to conceive. She have endometriosis. Tried IVF multiple times but failed. Tell her to forgive all the male members, like his father, his brother, his husband. So clean her heart from any kind of hatred. This endometriosis will be cured. Sir, have you seen any patient from muscular dystrophy from Surah Al-rahman therapy? Yes, 1 or 2 patients. It's very difficult because the kid, it is not the kid, it's the parents or the grandparents. So usually parents are not ready to clean their hearts in these patients. One of them is badly hurt and he already cursed, and now they are not ready to take the curse back. And I tried my side, on from my side, I usually try to convince them once or twice. Then it is up to them. But yes, one patient, he was on ventilator, he was bedbound, and one of his elder sister already died with the same muscular dystrophy. But this man, his other brother's name is Zubair, and he usually you can see him in his my dua sessions. And after maybe 5 6 years, this man is not on ventilator. He is on wheelchair, but he is much better, and no respiratory diseases or sicknesses which he was suffering repeatedly at that time. So something I told his parents to rectify some past which he yet not did it, and the things that stand still at such one level. Um, Surah Rahman is cure for vitiligo as well. It is autoimmune disease. You have to forgive your near and dear ones like your parents, your husband, your wife. You just forgive all of them and become love. You just do it. You just do it. Then you will get the answers. Okay? Um, आप माफ कर दें. Someone wrote that if I forgive, but still I can't love someone. No, no need to love him or her. You love your Allah, you love your Creator and Prophet, and for their sake, you just love their Ummah. Ringworm is nothing. You just clean your heart and forgive all your parents and your siblings, and just do this remedy, you will get cured. Ringworm is a very small thing. This remedy. I hope I have answered most of the questions which are here. Am I allowed to leave the meeting?
Yes, absolutely. We are 10 minutes over. I hope everybody had their questions answered. And as Dr. Javed said, that you can actually find his details and contact him directly.
No
So
need
just
to contact me. Just do it. Just contact Allah. I am
inshallah,
not the healer. Healer is Allah. I am just
inshallah,
telling you the method. You do it yourself first. And
inshallah.
then if you need some additional help or correction or any further ambiguity you want to resolve, then I'm always available.
Brilliant. Okay. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot.
Once again, and inshallah, hopefully we'll be able to do this again. So watch this space for future seminars, and I hope you all have a wonderful day, inshallah. Okay, Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz. Thanks.
علم القرآن خلق الإنسان علمه البيان